We never really get that pass to be like, you hear about white women tears, but when a black woman cries, she's looking for sympathy. When a black woman is irritated or has an anxiety or is overwhelmed or is overstimulated, she's a bitch with an attitude. When a black woman needs help, she doesn't get help. So when we go out and get the help that we need to get, then we're too masculine and we shouldn't have done it anyway. And we need to depend on the same men that say that we're not desirable. So I wish we, as a culture, dived more into the mental health.
Peace. Kofa, G.R.O.W.T.H podcast. Wake your glass up. Happy Friday, y'all. I know I've been ahead of day earlier this week. Happy Friday. Thank you for all tuning in on this Friday evening. I am your host, Kofa, K-O-F-A, not coffee, not kufu, not Kofi, Kofa. Kofa rhymes with sofa. It's easy to spell. It's easy to say. This is G.R.O.W.T.H podcast. Growth stands for gentlemen reaching our wealth through healing. I appreciate you all being in here. Again, let me get some preliminaries out the way. General housekeeping. You see the Cash App, PayPal above me. If you want to donate, fine. If you don't, fine. I appreciate you being in here. However, if you're a new viewer, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. If I have to earn your subscription, that's fine as well. Because guess what? The work is going to continue, so you might as well go ahead and hit the subscribe button early for me and give me those fucking numbers, because I'm going to earn that subscription. After you subscribe, hit the like button. I'm going to flip it a little bit. Instead of like and subscribe and then like, because we getting ready to cook. Got some interesting videos for y'all. Y'all saw the thumbnail. I posed it as a question. Are black women losing their minds? I'm going to show you a couple of clips of women just blatantly throwing themselves out there sexually because, black women are so not protected. And then we're going to get into the level of violence of some black women. Notice I said some. I did not say all. I'm trying my best not to speak in absolutes. So don't say that I spoke in absolutes. Don't say black man on the internet says black women, plural. I'm just speaking in general terms. If it's not you, shawty, it's not you. Cigar of the week. What we're going to do, try to do more often. G.R.O.W.T.H legend. If you're new to sticks, this is a really good one to start with. Hopefully it doesn't focus. I don't know. But y'all see it there. G.R.O.W.T.H legend. Has a sweet little touch to it. Great stick to start out with. This is kind of what I started out with. The G.R.O.W.T.H brand. So I had the legend, had the different tobaccos, and been going ever since once I got my palate up. So y'all know I'm a smoker. Y'all see I'm outside. I like to chill. For those new coming in, for those returning growth family members, salute to y'all. Y'all know how we rock over here. But we're going to get into some truth. Before we get started, let me go ahead and address these comments. Sean, first comment of the evening. Appreciate you stopping in, sis. Hope you guys can see the comments a little bit better. I went back and revamped the font. So Sean says, good evening to the one known as Kofa. Salute, sis. What it do, my nephew in the dirty South.
You go, girl.
Appreciate you stopping in, auntie. Appreciate you stopping in. Salute to Joseph Townsend, always in the building. Salute to you, brother. Get a matter of fact.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
I know you've been moving around a little bit lately. I think you've been catching me on the replay game, but I appreciate you stopping in. Sean says, my ugly ass is woke, baby. All right, we in here. Joseph Townsend says, never had a G.R.O.W.T.H before. I think my first stick was an Ashton. Yeah, I had those before. I really can't remember because I think I only had like one or two. I've been smoking probably since 2018. Cigars. Been smoking cigars since 2018. But yeah, these G.R.O.W.T.H, bro, you can't go wrong with these, Joseph. You really can't. The only thing I would push back on, I'm not a fan of their acid brand. That's like their lower tier brand. Anything other than an acid, it sounds crazy to name a cigar acid. Like, I don't want to smoke acid. So, but anything outside of G.R.O.W.T.H, I'm not sure if you had a Fat Bottom Betty or a Leather Rose, which is my favorite by them. They're made by Deadwood, but they're a subsidiary up under G.R.O.W.T.H. G.R.O.W.T.H pushes their brand. So all great sticks. I'm just not a fan of the acids. Get back to the comments. Sean says, a colleague of mine subscribed after I shared the link. He was Smitty, my favorite nephew at work. Bet. I think he made a comment on something a couple of days ago or earlier today. Corey Joe in the building.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Sean says that seems like a whole other world. The knowledge of cigars is interesting. It really is, Sean. If you're getting back out there in the dating market, you want to meet you a spry, young old man around your age group with a lot of wisdom and life experience, go to a cigar bar. Trust me, you'll thank me later. There's different cigar bars. I might have to do the whole cigar culture breakdown. I don't know why my video is so choppy right now. At another live or whatnot, but definitely, seriously, go to the cigar bar, Sean. You're gonna enjoy yourself. There's usually live music or jazz or something playing, something easy to talk to. That's how I got on YouTube so heavy. Met Broken Traditions at a cigar bar. Joseph says, oh, they make acid absolute trash.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Do not hold it against the company. Just stay away from the acids, Joseph. Trust me. Start with a G.R.O.W.T.H legend. I usually get these offline, but most cigar bars for G.R.O.W.T.H brand, they'll have a tabak, T-A-B-A-K. I'll type it in the chat real quick. They'll have a tabak or a Fat Bottom Betty, so you can go back and reference this. Fat Bottom Betty. Bam. Oh. Ty in the building.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
G.R.O.W.T.H also makes a G.R.O.W.T.H. All it is, as you can see on the screen, it's natural spelled backwards. But it sounds fancy. But that's kind of what I started out with. Ty put me onto the G.R.O.W.T.H, the G.R.O.W.T.H and the tobaccs. So they make a good stick though. Like seriously, just avoid the acids. Let me see. Sean says, it was last night I shared and he was truly grateful for me sharing the link. Just what he was looking for. Awesome. Thank you, Sean.
You go, girl.
Let's see. Blood Crow 1698 says, checking in the live from an undisclosed location. Salute.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man. Got it!
And a shout out.
Hotter than fish grease.
For the undisclosed location. Bam, King Cooper in the building. What's going on, Big Coop? Detroit checking in, listening in the whip. Yes, sir. So I think I'm all caught up on the comments. Again, thank everybody for being in here. We're going to go ahead and get started. You saw the thumbnail. Are black women losing their minds? So I wanted to bring this piece together from different areas. So the initial video I played was, I forgot sis' name. I think it's Keita from tonight's conversation. I know you guys have seen it online. So if you've seen those dating card ads on Instagram and stuff like that, that's from tonight's conversation. I think it was created by, Jesus, I forgot the brother's name, just Ace Metaphor. Ace Metaphor created the cards, great conversation, great game, all that jazz. But they took the show on the road, so you'll see those clips, here and there for me reacting to them. You've probably seen them on IG as well. But Sis started out with saying a lot of times black women are presumed to have attitudes when it's actually just them being anxious or something like that. While I can respect that, when we flip the coin over, black men do not get the same grace, and we fucking know it. Usually guys that are going through something, we are either kicked when we're down, or we're totally fucking ignored, or we're blamed for not doing shit that another guy did. We're held accountable. So I'm going to play that clip, but that's part of my pushback. I'm going to play it and then I'm going to respond to what she just said again. Because I want us to have a starting point, right? Because there's so many men that accept this shit. But let's hear sis out.
I wish that people in general, but especially black men, understood that a lot of the times our anxiety as black women shows up as irritation or aggression, but we are not necessarily angry. We never really get that pass to be like, you hear about white women tears, but When a black woman cries, she's looking for sympathy. When a black woman is irritated or has an anxiety or is overwhelmed or is overstimulated, she's with an attitude. When a black woman needs help, she doesn't get help. So when we go out and get the help that we need to get, then we're too masculine, and we shouldn't have done it anyway. And we need to depend on the same men that say that we're not desirable. So I wish we, as a culture, dived more into the mental health.
Now you heard what she said. We're supposed to seek help from the men that say we're not desirable. And something I posed in the comment section, if you see this clip, something I posed in the comment section was, you want help from the men that you said that you didn't need or want. Like, somebody has to make sense of this. Because you're telling black men that you don't need them or want them, and then as soon as he gets a passport, as soon as he says, I don't like eyelashes, weave, a whole bunch of makeup, and a lot of fucking attitude, then it's an issue, right? But we're still supposed to be a licensed fucking clinician to understand that, oh, she's just going through a little anxious period right now. She has anxiety, she has depression. We have to understand all that and then be able to decipher when you're actually fucking angry versus when you're having a panic attack or an anxious episode. Again, I'm not a licensed clinician. Y'all keep talking about communication is key and all that shit. And then when men try to communicate, he's too soft. This nigga, what the fuck? This nigga actually listened to what I said. Before I keep going on my rant, let me shout out Go New Wave. Salute to you. I'ma assume you one of the brothers.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Appreciate you stopping in for the first time. Make sure you hit that subscribe and like button, brother. I appreciate you being in here, trying to help this growth family keep growing. If I have any new viewers, go ahead, hit that subscribe button while you're here. Blood Cow said, what's up to Sean? Mind Games Uncut in the building. One of my other podcast brothers.
Man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Go says, Ace is a whole clown. Heard a little bit of him today. He really be trolling, bro. He really be trolling the brothers, and it bothers the shit out. Sean says, even if she's going through all of that, she still has to own her emotions and how they affect her man. He's not your emotional punching bag.
You go, girl.
Cause I told you, I'm a lay.
And you get this one, Sean.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Big facts. So men do a lot of emotional labor. See, women say they want a man with emotional intelligence, but then turn around and say, oh, he's too emotional when they find that guy. So there's a lot of back and forth of women wanting a certain type of man, submitting to that certain type of man, and then when she doesn't get the nice guy treatment from the guy she actually wants, then it's an issue. The guy that wants her, totally ignored, overlooked, used as a friend, used as an uncle. I've said it a lot of times. A lot of times these women don't see that shit until they sons start getting in fucking trouble. Now all of a sudden she want a man around that's of good character to be a good example because her son is starting to get in trouble. Or again, she done caught him watching corn. Let's get back to these comments. Blood Crow says some men don't go through this stuff as well. Men can be having a shitty day and still say hello. What the hell is she talking about? And exactly.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Because this is the thing I tell women all the time. You might get called a bitch. I might get arrested. If my attitude isn't right, if I'm perceived to be a threat, then I go to jail, right? Without even having to do something. You just might get called out your name, or people just may not like fucking with you. Go says already subscribed. Thank you. Sean says, you know I love my fish grease. Salute. Go said just came for the good game. For the Sean from the Shy, we are not a punching bag for the world. We will not be, brother. We will not be. And brothers got to make that decision for themselves. So that's where sis started out at. I wanted to hear the psychology. Again, for those new in here or like go listening to me for the first time, I like to walk a timeline. I do things for a reason here. I put my videos in succession for a reason. So I started out with what the reasoning or excuses are often when black women are tired of, lifting up the community and we do so much for everybody else and nobody's ever there for us type of bullshit that we always hear. Again, the guys that are there for them, they often don't think about that guy. So when they're making these type of comments, the solid ass brother that was there for that type of woman, he's not even in her purview. He's not in her train of thought. She's solely, only, and just talking about the men that she wants to sleep with. That's it. She doesn't take into account the guy that did something for her. It's amazing how much positive shit black men do that everybody fucking forgets about. But as soon as we fuck up a good man, let me clarify, a good black man fucking up, that's World War III. It's the end of the world. He's a piece of shit. He doesn't deserve anything. The guy that continuously fucks up, he does 99 wrongs. That one right he does, all is forgiven. Now everybody understands what grace is. Isn't that funny how that works? Everybody gives the fuck up, a genuine fuck up, and the guy will tell you. I know honest ass men to tell you, man, I just don't give a shit. Remember the guy with the 7 baby mamas? I think we call him King Pookie. If Theo's still in here, just told you, hey, I'm gonna keep on fucking raw as long as they let me. I don't care. Guys like that get a pass because it was a lot of women agreeing with that brother, right? Which I kind of agree with him too. If the women are gonna put themselves in that position because they got to carry the child, but it was so many women that agreed with him. But guess what? That solid ass dude that been there through hell and high water, humbled himself when you were having an anxiety episode. He all types of bitches. He all types of suckers. And then when she finally gets tired of him actually being there, she will leave him because I don't want no man I can push over. And somehow, some way, in the black community, that shit makes sense. Not just to the women, but a lot of dudes. Again, for those listening for the first time, I appreciate you being in here. Over here, I want men to find their positive fucking. Whether you're for or against marriage, whether you're a husband or a boyfriend or a situationship or a single guy, a bachelor like myself, you take you wherever you go. I just want you to be a better man. I want you to be a better father. I want you to be a better son. I want you to be a better homeboy. Start looking out for your bros on some G shit. No gay shit. No, I only can kick it with these guys to drink and smoke with. But when serious shit going on, I don't have nobody to call. If your homeboy, the circle you run with on a regular, that's all y'all can do, those ain't your friends, bro. And unfortunately, I know I got to tell this to somebody in their fucking 30s or 40s. But it's okay. I'm going to get over here to these comments, then we're going to keep on cooking on some of these videos. Because again, I walked the timeline for a reason. Appreciate everybody welcoming Go in. Because again, this is the Growth family. I keep saying it's social media. Let's be social. Y'all talk in the chat. Exchange numbers, emails on the back end. You don't know where everybody's from. Matter of fact, do me that favor. Drop that shit in the chat where you from, just so we're all aware, because we may have different opinions just based off the regions. Even though I believe most of us in here are black, some of you don't have face. What the hell is the damn icons? But that's cool. I'm in Atlanta for those that don't know. Don't want to dox anybody, but Sean is obvious. Sean from the Chi. She in Chicago. King Cooper, Theo Coop. It's so cold in the D. So he in Detroit. Y'all drop where y'all from in here, man. Just start having these conversations. You don't know how close these people are. Just like you say, hey, I don't know how crazy somebody is. You don't know how cool somebody is. No one in the building just said new and subscribe.
Man down. Mama, there goes that man. Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Salute to no one. Appreciate you joining the Growth family. We're going to keep on growing. Sean says black women have to stop that type of behavior. The psychological thought taken to be reckless with their bodies is dysfunctional indeed. Oh, Sean, you just don't know.
But wait, it gets worse.
We ain't even started yet, but we're about to. Let's see. Logic and reason in the building.
Hand down, man down. Mama, Mama, there goes that man.
Corey Joe is in the A. Corey Joe, how you holding up on that road, brother? You still trucking and moving around? Sean says situationship. Nah, I like that. I did not coin the term. That's one of these new words that the kids use, Sean. Let's see. Sean says, I represent the Midwest and the West Side. All right, Sean throwing up her dubs. Go says, I'm for it. I always wanted to be a family man, just not here. Everything is not here for everything in this upside down world. Yes, I feel you. Trust me. Go says, I'm in the ATL area as well. Salute, salute, salute. One time for the A. I don't have a cool soundboard like Theo, but I'm coming for him. I'm coming for you, Theo. I hope you hear that shit while you're driving. I got a long way to go, but I'm coming for you, bro. Caught up with the comments? Let's go ahead and get to this next video. Now, you heard the excuse that's used by a lot of sisters, right? Maybe she's not angry. Maybe she's not this. Maybe she's just having anxious. We got to start looking at the mental health piece. Nobody wants to take that into account when a good man is going through. These fuck-ass dudes can beat the shit out of a woman for years, and then everybody understands that he didn't have the best upbringing. Before we get into that, let me compartmentalize real quick. You could be a good girl that's tired of getting screwed over by dudes. Everybody understands when you flip to being a bad girl running the streets and hit your hoe phase. You can be a whorish woman running the streets all your life. Everybody understands when you find Jesus and you shut down the shop. This is why Kevin Samuels used to give these women smoke. You done had 3 and 4 babies from 3 and 4 different men. Now you want to be a virgin at 38. You want to go celibate at 38 and not have sex again until you're married. People understand that shit. You can be the male that's a player, running through women all your life, using black women for their bodies. Everybody applauds because you're a player and you get in the box, right? Everybody understands that. When you stop and want to be a family man, then everybody applauds that as well. So you won twice because Jesus delivered you a wife. Nobody has yet to understand when the good dude gets tired of getting screwed over, when the good dude starts just simply saying no and choosing himself, when he chooses that, now something's wrong with him. He's a narcissist. He's abusive. Everybody, again, is a licensed clinician all of a sudden because they got an iPhone and social media. That's amazing. 3 different groups of people get understanding. A solid ass black man, we just left to figure it out on our own. This is why they hate this type of content. And by the time we figure it out and say, fuck it, guess what? Now we're the devil. Ain't that crazy? That being said, let's pivot over to this video. Because Sean said, you know, women got to get control of themselves sexually.
But wait, it gets worse.
I'm going to start up with another warm-up.
Still not giving me an answer.
I just gave you the answer. Why do women get so defensive when they're called out on
because
something?
You don't want to be honest. You don't want to deal with the truth. You don't want to change.
We
what?
just don't want to deal with it.
Exactly. Why? Why is that an issue?
Because we kind of want to do what we want to do, and we don't see you guys. Men complain about things that are just sometimes just why. Why are you upset about it? You do. And I feel
because
like
there's something wrong.
For me.
And the only way to communicate and fix things is to address it.
I don't like to be told
and deal
that I'm,
with it and fix it.
I don't like to be told that I'm wrong. I don't like to be told when I'm wrong.
That's established.
So I get agitated when I find out that I'm wrong about something. Okay? I get agitated. And that's why I guess I get defensive, because I just want to do what I want to do. And no, it's not always right, but I just want to do what I want to do. And when you call me out, it makes me defensive because I don't even understand why you would be calling me out. It's not that serious.
Yeah. You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
I want to do what mind you, this is a grown-ass woman. This is a grown-ass woman. She's obviously well into her 40s, might be early 50s. Grown-ass woman. I want to do what the hell I want to do. And when you call me out, not correct me, not give me some help, not give me some guidance, not lead me when you call me out, even without her raising her voice and shit like that, it's still a defense. You're calling me out on my behavior because you're wrong. Notice the brother just did what so many black men do. Literally, deep breath, literal shaking my head. Because what else are we going to do? We've been having this argument, many of us, most of us, I would argue for black men, since we was little ass boys. Now we're supposed to continue this shit well into adulthood, well into middle age. And this is how we're supposed to engage with our women. With I got anxiety, you just don't understand. Excuse me. Or a flat out, I want to do what I want to do, and it's not that serious. Notice it's never that serious when they don't want it to be that serious. See, I'm trying to put this shit into context because I know it's a lot of brothers out there scratching their head. Bruh, you're not crazy. I'm going to go ahead and give the ending tagline for those new watching. I always end with, brothers, remember, you matter, you're not crazy, make better choices. Those three things. If you can keep those in mind, it will do you a world of good. You matter. How you're feeling, the F word, the dreaded F word in the red pill community, how you're feeling as a man, what you're thinking, what you know to be true from lived life experience, that shit matters. So if your lived experience matters, you matter. So you're not crazy and you matter. Now you got to make a better choice. Either next time in the next woman or leaving the woman that you're with or a situation. Again, it could be a job. Just in general, I want you to be a better man overall. But notice how she was not moving off that. Nothing's wrong with my attitude. I mean, I know I have one, but that's essentially what she was saying. But it's not that serious. It's only serious right then and there in that moment. And if you don't execute as a man and make her feel safe and secure right then and there, it's a problem. If you even try to take a step back and let her cool off, right? Let cooler heads prevail. We have to be the bigger person a lot. If we take a damn step back and then try to re-engage the conversation when you think things have cooled off, this is why she's saying it's not that serious. You know why? Because for her, it isn't. It was a fleeting ass moment. And men are supposed to deal with this shit and understand it. Going back to Keita's first comment, the sister from the first video, oh, then she's some evil ass bitch. Yes, you know why? Because it's motherfucking consistent. I've said it 1,000 times. The reason why we keep having to engage with our women like this, because the issue never got resolved. We're just supposed to understand, oh, she just felt like that then. But then if you walk away from the situation and don't try to help, black women are so unprotected. Nobody cares about us. We do so much for everybody else. Y'all niggas insert negative comment. Then when you try to move mountains for their ass, I don't need you. I hear them coming in. I hear the comments coming in. I'm about to get to the comments, but
Wait, it gets worse.
Let's go ahead and get to these comments real quick. JB, appreciate you being in here. Sean says there's nothing wrong with having experience, but you still have to think about your future and what type of mate you like long term, because one thing that moves forward are the hands of the clock. Big facts. JB says, got my own personal paternity fraud story I will have to share one day. Excuse me. She fell because I was smart and lucky. God bless you, bro. I got a story. Hold on, let me give you this.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
I got a story myself. I got to tell a personal story, but I got to kind of wait till some things fizzle out real quick. Then I'm going to hit y'all with that. It's probably going to be after May. So for those that's new, another YouTube brother of mine, Broker Traditions, he challenged me to go live every day in May. So every day in May, I've been cooking since the last day in April up until today. So Wednesday is the closeout. Hopefully I'll try to let y'all know me and Broker Traditions might do a collab live. Matter of fact, I got to call him when I get off of here because we were talking about doing one tomorrow. So we got to see how we're going to rock. But Wednesday is gonna be my last live for the May Every Day in May challenge. But I'm still gonna be cooking. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna go back, look at the numbers next weekend, and then y'all will have a hard time on the days that I'm going live and when I'm dropping videos. So just wanted to get that out there for all the new folks and people who may not have been able to catch me yet and maybe watching on the replay game. Salute to you all. JB said, oh yeah, that was your own personal story. I got one coming up too, bro. Trust me. Go says you create the very monster you said you didn't want. Many do. That one. Let's see. Corey Joe says this shit is wild out here. JB, be safe with your seed. Yes, brothers, protect y'all seed. I can't tell you enough. That is the one thing that you have control over as a man, for real. Yourself and what you got going on, your purpose, all that shit, but protect your seed. Don't be one of these few brothers out here, because it's only a small percentage that's really going out here making all these babies. Full disclosure, my oldest daughter, out of wedlock. I was 21. Is what it is. But saw it through, got her to adulthood. Now she's 19. She's damn near at the age when I had her. So protect your seed, brothers. Let's see. Sean says she couldn't articulate that foolishness coming out of her mouth. If you can't listen to the one that lays beside you, then what the fuck are you trying to do? I see why some men are apprehensive about it. 100.
You go, girl.
Very much so. And y'all are listening to one of them brothers that are apprehensive, but I've told you that before. Not gonna harp on it. Theo says, I know that lady, that's Nikki and Meech. That's his wife. I reacted to one of their videos before. I said, man, y'all channel gonna ruin y'all marriage because the comments gonna destroy her. Delusional.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
That is ridiculous. Look, Theo on it. Hashtag soundboard king. You are, brother. I'm not worthy. Hit you with that Wayne's World, bro. Like, Theo soundboard is stupid. Let's see. Corey says, Sean, truth of all truth, no lies detected. Real talk. Go says, how are you supposed to fight for a woman that wants to do for herself and leans on her own understanding?
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Something I say all the time, Go, is how can I fight for you when I have to fight with you? Still haven't got an answer from a lot of women. So that's a Kofa-ism. How am I supposed to fight for you, protect you, and I'm too busy actually having to duke it out verbally with you? Sean says the mistake that's made is that it's forgotten that men do feel and that they still have to be a man regardless of what's happening with and to them. They're human, remember?
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Yep. The dreaded F word. We're human beings. As much as we have to put on this coat and, men cry in the dark and all that shit, we don't want to see nobody hurting, because guess what? No matter what I've done, I done got a cat out of a tree, saved a child from drowning, went inside a burning building, pulled out 10 women and 15 newborns. The day somebody see me cry, I'm all types of bitches. That's all they fucking remember. Again, solid ass brother can do 99 rights. The one time he fuck up, it's highlighted, circled, underlined, an asterisk, and put in bold. The fuck ass dude can do 99 wrongs. The one correct thing he does, we throw a goddamn parade. Y'all let me know when I start lying to y'all. It's gonna be a while though. Let's see. Let me keep going. Broken Traditions in the building. What's going on?
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
BT, I'm gonna holler at you after the live too, bro. We gotta figure out tomorrow. Let's see. Ty says that makes 2 paternity stories.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
Big time, bro. And I know. Antonio in the building. Appreciate you.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
There goes some more of my Alabama people. Appreciate you being in here, bro. Sean says, I know you're gonna be cooking, Chef Kofa, hotter than free. You know I am, cause.
But wait, it gets worse.
Now I'm hitting that button for a reason, Sean. Mona in the building. What's going on, sis?
You go, girl.
Let's see, Mona. Everybody's well. Let's see. Sean says, I think my marriage lasted 30 years is because we remember we were wearing the same uniform in this world. It's enough dealing with that shit.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
That would seem so simple, Sean. But it's only majority of the time, it's black men that are being reminded that, oh, black women have gone through so much, like we weren't swinging in trees. And then anytime we complain, guess what? It goes right back to the women. This is why they're like, why don't we open the conversation now? Why are y'all hopping on the internet? Because y'all had every other media outlet, TV, magazines, radio, movies, plays, everything was geared toward women, especially at that turn of the 60s and 70s of, I don't need no man. We've been hearing this shit since we was little boys. So brothers like myself in our late 30s, 40s, early 50s, those early millennials, we have memories. I keep telling people that. We remember the Oprahs. We remember the Sally Jesse Raphaels. We remember the conversations. Because guess what? While we was playing in the yard, the old women used to sit on the porch and watch us and fan, but we could hear a lot of the shit they were saying. When we went inside to use the bathroom, went inside to get that drink of water, or have to sit there and drink the water from the water hose, we could hear just enough. We have memories. Again, you cannot argue with the lived experience. You can't. And then on top of that, we have numbers to support that. And you done gave us a microphone? Well, we took the microphone. You know you done fucked up, right? This is only the tip of the iceberg. Let me get back to the comments, then I'm gonna get to the videos. Let's see. Corey Joe says we're gonna have to start celebrating each other. We are, but some of the examples I'm about to show you, I don't know so much.
But wait, it gets worse.
There you go, Mona, because it's coming. Sean says my ex was born in 55 and I was born in 61, so it was up in your face direct. So we had a different energy because of those experiences. And exactly, y'all were pretty much kids when the actual programs of removing fathers from the home and stuff like that started to implement. So you might have got that last stitch of a family unit, which is why even when y'all weren't together, again, those don't know, Shawn has said this herself, I'm not telling anybody business. When you found out you was pregnant and then y'all got married and still lasted 30 years, that's a beautiful thing. You were married 30 years. I'm 41. You've been married for over half of my life. And I'm considered middle-aged now. Ain't that wild? Shout out to you.
You go, girl.
Shout out to you, Shawn. Go says, you got a loyal listener now. I'm here for it all. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Kosher put me on to you. Kosher clinician, shout out to him. Both of y'all get off me.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man. Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
Peace to everybody that's here off of somebody else's recommendation or recommending me to someone else. Thank you. It means a lot. So now, one more time for Shawn and Mona D.
But wait, it gets worse.
So the thought process of the excuse, I told you I like to walk a timeline. I do things in succession for a reason. So we got the timeline of, hey, I got all this stuff mentally and emotionally going on. I'm not going to give you that pass, black man. I'm going to give it to the fuck ass nigga. And when I get tired of him, I'm not going to give it to any more black men. Give me. Give me grace. Give me peace. Give me money. Give me a kid that I'm probably going to take from you. Give me a marriage that I get to divorce and leave you from. Give me, right? Because that's what that baseline is. I know she didn't say all that in that one clip. The conversation was probably deeper. I'm probably going to start reacting to some of their videos. But guess what? I can read between the lines because I have lived experience. I'm not stupid. I know what the fuck that shit sounds like. Because sis in the video, beautiful. That's my type. Beautiful. Minus the lashes and the weave and the makeup. I've always looked past that shit, right? But then I started learning a lot of that shit covered up is hiding emotional scars, right? But I couldn't say that before because I'm a hater. You just don't like women. You don't like black women because we're told that's how black women look with all everybody else's Miss Potato Head shit stuck on them and all that. But because I didn't like that shit, I just dealt with it because I still love black women. Then it became you need to understand my mental and emotional issues. That's going to be part of my story. So while we got 2 paternity fraud stories that could potentially be coming up at some point, I got a story of my own to tell. Ty knows. I know Ty personally. We work together. I know Ty's paternity fraud story. But I really want that brother to tell his own story, or until he gives me the green light to actually flesh this shit out, then I'm going to put that on pause. But we got 2 paternity stories and a crazy ass story from me coming up. Probably not till next month. But with that said, let's go ahead and see what I have mental and emotional issues that you need to cater to and understand and give me grace about. To flat out, I don't give a damn what the hell you say. I'm going to do what I want to do. That's why I have a problem with the way you speaking to me. To this.
You prefer threesomes with 2 guys and yourself over 2 girls and another guy.
That's very true. Give me all the dicks.
So you like trains? That's a train, right?
Yes, I like being ran. Yes, I like gangbangs. I like being manhandled by several different men at once. If you want to call it being ran, you call whatever the fuck you want. I'm sexually liberated. And I'm a goddess, and I deserve to have hands all over my body. Right. Deserve to be worshipped. Like, why not? I deserve that attention. I've done 6, I've done 10, and I've done 12.
Okay. Whoa.
Notice the celebration from the other sister. So this isn't just her talking about getting ran through in celebration because it's sexual liberation. See, this is how this shit really starts. Then they'll actually flip back to what Keita's saying, oh, I have anxiety and depression. You don't know my story. You don't know what I've been through. You know what's crazy, gentlemen? And the ladies in the chat, thank you for being in here. But you know what's crazy? Women always use I was young. They never give that grace to the good dude. I'm going to focus on the good dude. I don't like talking about the fuck niggas. You know what the fuck nigga is. But the solid ass dude, he doesn't get I was a young simp. He's labeled for life. You know what? I was young and scared. I may not have been the best father. I did what I could at the time. I was young and I didn't have a lot of money. But guess what? You still gonna always be broke and dusty. And when your money increase, while that bitch weight increase and you don't want her anymore, now you're the asshole. You don't get a pass for I was young. But it's interesting. Again, pretty chick, but she's telling you who the fuck she is. She likes being ran through. They know they're recorded. They know once it hits the internet, it's not going anywhere. And once again, we got this. This is when the sisters are on code. It's your body, your choice. Your body, your choice. And then as soon as some shit goes left, black men don't protect me. But this is who we're supposed to protect, right? All of them, no matter what. Even for the lack of respect for herself, right? Give me all the dicks. Her words, not mine. But somebody's supposed to take this, respect her, and marry her later on. I'm gonna let it keep on rolling. I think it's only a couple more seconds, then some more shit came in, but I gotta stop it because of copyright. But I'm gonna let it keep running real quick.
Okay.
It's an evil world we live in.
Sylvina, what's the craziest thing you ever did?
Y'all saw that Chappelle skit, right? But my bad. I forgot to give her this.
Something is wrong here. Dead giveaway. Dead giveaway.
Charles, thank you very much.
Dead giveaway.
Nasty bitch.
So y'all heard it, right? Y'all heard the talk. Let's see some of this shit in action. How it plays out. Again, this another sister.
You want to see it good? You want to see it better than that? You want to see it better? Yeah. You want to see? I'll let you see the whole thing.
Stop it. Get some help.
She also gets
nasty bitch.
Y'all see how this shit rolls. I want to do what I want to do. So I'm going to do what I want to do. My body, my choice. Black men don't protect me. Black men don't understand I have anxiety. So once again, I and you brothers out there gotta be a fucking licensed clinician. Gotta be a licensed clinician to deal with our own women. I've said it 1,000 times. We grew up with y'all. We're not fucking stupid. We know you might have a little bit of trauma. So do we, just for being black in America. Is what it is. But the way you display that shit, and then on top of that, you're telling us how we're supposed to respond to it. Because guess what? I can't tell you how to display your trauma, right? And so many black women brush it off as, I'm not traumatized. I'm a goddess. I deserve all the dicks. Worship me. I'll let you see all of it. You a hoe. At least I'm a paid hoe. How many times we done heard that type of shit? I know I'm not the only one. Women do what the fuck they want to do. And then as soon as something goes left, for those new in here, I always say, with black women, they find two things to blame. The nearest black man and the idea of white supremacy. Well, you have to understand what we went through in this country and this, that, and the third, and something wrong with black men and this, that, and the third. That's what the sister started out with, right? That black men don't understand that y'all really don't have attitudes. It's just anxiety. When I put that comment in there, how do we tell the difference when you're actually angry versus when you're having an anxious episode? I got to go back and see if anybody replied to me. But it's interesting. They can find, again, will make an excuse not to be with a good man, will find an excuse to deal with a fuck nigga, and then want the good dude to listen to all their fucking trauma. But they want you to listen to it, right? But they don't want you to fix it. Stop trying to fix my problems. I just want you to listen. Black women, let me explain something to you. For those sisters in the chat, take this shit, like I always say, to your brothers, your sons, husbands, whoever the fuck you need to hear. I mean, you need to hear it. We're tired. The emotional up and down game. Listen to me. Fix my problems. What do you mean you're trying to fix my problems? I don't need you to fix my problems. I just need you to listen to me. Y'all need to understand, we're not your fucking girlfriend. If you just want to vent, go talk to your homegirl. When you want to sort some shit out, that's when you need to talk to us. Because that's the way men, black, white, Indian, I don't give a fuck. That's how we're hardwired to fix shit. Now, while we're little boys and we're breaking shit, but guess what? There's always one in the crew, at least one. Hey, we're going to break this shit, and then let's figure out how to put it back together. We've been doing this shit, again, since we was knee-high to a grasshopper. That's the way we're hardwired. Black women, stop asking us to listen to you bitch and moan for your ass to go right back to I want to do what I want to do and go put yourself back in the same situation. Then somebody's supposed to listen to you because we don't protect you, because your ass chose to go back to the dude that been whooping your ass for the past year. And you do it 2 and 3 times and give them 2 and 3 goddamn children. And then when we don't want to listen anymore, we're the problem. Ain't that wild? Another sex story with all this free sex and do what the hell you want to because it's my body, my choice. Let's see what the fuck that leads to.
That if you are sexually active and you know that you have an STD, then you need to inform people of that. Because when you don't, and you infect that person, you are changing their life forever, and they are making a decision that they do not know. Like, this shit is going to change the rest of my life. And there's nothing I can do. And I'm embarrassed. And I'm humiliated, and I feel so stupid. I feel so stupid for letting someone take advantage of me in a moment of weakness. But I did not consent to this. And I'm going to get justice for myself. Because there have been so many times in my life where I haven't. And this is not fair. And I refuse to let anybody else feel like this if I can help it.
Yeah. You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
Heart goes out to the sister. I know there are brothers far worse than me that would damn near wish this shit on a lot of women. But once again, this is what this shit leads to. This is why I'm asking, are black women losing their damn mind? We are too fucking old. There is too much free information out there for everybody to be pretending like STDs and KIDs are not real. I'm going to say it again. We are too old. There is too much free information out there. And actually, you have too much lived experience to not understand that STDs and KIDs are not real. Gotta go ahead and give myself one.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
So this sister is saying she let somebody take advantage of her in a moment of weakness. Brothers, I'm gonna ask you to take this to your daughters, your sister, your female cousins. Because I've seen it happen too many times, and I know y'all have, and I don't know if y'all picked up on it, but Kofa did, so I'm gonna throw it out there. Ladies, when your ass wanna go into this nun mode, and nobody can get none, when you a born again virgin, you're a fucking human being. We understand we're all sexual, and you get horny just like men do. I'm not saying going out here and walk through the mall with your cat out. I'm not saying get ran like old girl and having 10, 12 guys busting you. But when y'all go into this celibacy phase, I know too many women be on month 8, month 9, ain't never entertained a dude. They're dating a guy. He can't see a titty. She's sitting down there burning up on that cat. The right dude catch her at the right fucking time. Next thing you know, she pregnant, or she crying on the goddamn internet like old girl. Cause she done caught something. So take that message to your sisters, your daughters, again, female cousins. Stop physically starving yourself. Cause they thinking this rose and dildos and all this other shit, or even bumping cats with another woman is gonna replace a goddamn man. And it don't. I've seen it time and time and time and time again. I'm celibate. I ain't did nothing in the last year. Shit, somebody gonna have to, they're gonna be a hell of a man to get this. She get invited to a barbecue, a girl's trip. Shit, I ain't had sex in 9 months. Girl, I've been doing good. That's and here go they homegirl.
You go, girl.
Girl, I've been doing good. And her homegirls know she's celibate. They'll tell her too, girl, you been doing good. That nigga fine. You only live once. YOLO. You better go ahead. Bitch, we on vacation. Ain't nobody gonna do it. You ain't gonna see that nigga again. I done heard all these conversations after the fact. She go ahead and let Buddy slide up in the raw because she just burning up that damn bag because she starved herself physically. Meanwhile, it's a dude at home. It's a dude that's been taking her out 3, 4, 5 damn times. Again, can't see a titty. But she done gave it to some stranger, some fuck ass nigga with good talk game. Y'all know we love game in our community. and then end up crying on the fucking internet. Y'all see how this timeline walking? I have anxiety. I'm still gonna do whatever I wanna do. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go fuck as many men as I can, because I only live once. I'm gonna have a great story to tell when I'm an old lady. I'm gonna show it all in public, knowing there's fucking kids around, knowing there's families in the mall, knowing there's mall security, knowing she's being recorded. And that's the same sister, for those that saw that video a couple of months ago, that walked into that black-owned restaurant, Turkey Leg Hut, out there in Houston, butt-ass naked, because they changed their goddamn dress code. Can't make these motherfuckers happy. Once again, are black women losing their mind? Or have they lost their minds? This is insane. And then we supposed to, again, take in consideration all the damn trauma that we done been in. Then everybody, where my shit at? Oh, there you go. Then everybody turn pro-black, because we done been through so much as a people.
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all. I'm blickety black, blacker than black, black, I'm blacker than black, yo, because I'm black and I'm back.
Start injecting slavery and all the shit black women have been oppressed by. But they also have all these freedom. They are the freest women to ever walk the face of the fucking planet. Don't let them trick your ass, bro. Once again, you're not fucking crazy. For all the oppression that we do have going on in the United States of America, black women do what the fuck they want. We are the only men on the face of the planet that don't have control over our women like other men do. And I know some get triggered by that word control. So guess what? Black men have been hands off for quite some fucking time. But again, when you need somebody to blame, find the nearest black man in the idea of white supremacy. Everybody get wokety woke when it come down to, oh, black women are going through this. Blame a black man. Black men can go through the same thing, if not fucking worse. That's on him. He a grown ass man. You a man, ain't you? Now they want you to be a man. Now they respect you as a man because you're supposed to handle some shit. We're utilities and something to blame when shit go left. Now, if he's a man and you see him as a man, see him as a leader. The guys that are leaders. Not the fuck boys, not the fun guys, right? But so many women don't even think like that. Slide back over here to these comments. Let's see. Where did I leave off? There's Sean coming. I heard him coming in, y'all. I got him. We getting ready to go through them, and then got a couple more videos we gonna cook on. Sean says, thank you, baby. Auntie likes to speak on her experiences because I want to give positivity to people having positive relationships. Thank you, Sean. Again, me and that Onyx sample. Oh, don't worry. There's more.
But wait, it gets worse.
I'm walking a timeline. What do y'all think what do you think I'm gonna show next? Sean says, and my son came 2 years after we got together, and he was playing our daughter we didn't expect, didn't get pregnant, and wasn't on birth control for 10 years. I was surprised. Well. Look at you. Ty says, tell it. Salute. We may have a paternity fraud day, bro. I'll go ahead and share your story then. If it's going to help another brother, I damn sure will. Thank you for that permission. Thank you for the green light. Corey Joe says, be careful with her. Be careful with her when she's saying she's a goddess. Be careful when you hear her say she's a goddess. Yeah, when you hear a woman talk like that, them the bitches be trying to put roots on you and shit. Now I was woke for the sun got up. Said it plenty of times. I was woke for the sun got up. Done read the books, all the autobiographies, watched the movies, the documentaries, donated money, almost sent my daughter to a black school, made sure she had all black doctors, female doctors, and all that. Wokety, woke. I sure the fuck am. I ain't no goddamn fool. Gotta give myself one.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Blood Crow says, the degenerate behavior of some black women in the U.S. is amazing. They don't realize the whole world is watching.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease. Knocks down another 3-ball. This guy is hotter than fish grease here.
From downtown. And the sad thing about that, Blood Crow, is they know the world watching. That's what attention is, the new currency. They know they're watching. And then guess what? When they're complaining about passport bros, but then wonder why they don't get the same respect as the brothers do overseas, because we see how the fuck y'all act. Even when people are looking at black men side-eye overseas, guess what? They don't give a fuck about y'all. So for all that our investors talking about they going to go overseas and get some foreign man, go get a white dude. Me and Ty was having that conversation earlier today. They not checking for y'all like that, sis. I'm sorry. Black men love the shit out you, but the way you portray yourselves, and they'll sleep with you, because y'all are gorgeous. Love my sisters. I love all that. High cheekbones, wide nostrils, almond eyes, big ass lip. I love it, love it, love it. Always have. If she don't look like my goddamn hoodie, goddamn it, it was a time I used to put her back. But now I love all y'all. But as a light-skinned dude, as one of the brothers on the board of the Light Skin Coalition, I love me a chocolate bone. I've said it here before. If you got out my car and my oil light didn't come on, we might have a problem. Love black women. Your fucked up ass attitude. I'll tell any of you that. And the ones that know that's not them, I don't have to inject some. Because when y'all wanted to spend the last 50 years talking about how fucked up black men are, you just said black men are fucked up. All men are dogs. You put emphasis and you spoke in absolutes and left it there. Nobody corrected that shit. You forgot we're your sons. We heard that shit. We're your brothers. We heard that shit. We're your nephews. We heard that shit. So now as grown-ass black men, this isn't just because one woman done broke somebody's heart or didn't want to dance with him back in the 8th grade and all that stupid-ass shit they say. Bitch, we've been listening to y'all since we was little boys. It has literally been ingrained and socialized in us to just deal with black women's attitude. And now as grown-ass men that have something to lose, and brothers, let me caution you against it. Stop saying I ain't got nothing to lose. Yes, the fuck you do. Now, grown-ass men that got something to lose and even more to still gain, you think we're going to deal with that shit? Whether it's dating outside the race here in the country, getting a passport, seeing what the world has to offer, or being patient enough, super duper patient, and finding those group of black women that don't move like that. Because unfortunately, so many of you do. I know some very well educated, good job having black women. Same stereotypical hood boog ass attitude. Let me get back to the comments. Sean says, really, she'd be on the front of the church pew when the clock ticks and ticks because you're getting older and there's a short shelf life living like that. The internet is forever.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
For real, for real. Sean also says, yes, I was hoping you'd address this woman walking around exposing herself. What the fuck is up with that? What's broken in her? I don't know. I think she's done corn as well. I mean, she's just out there. And I'm TMI. I have a high sex drive, but I am very private about that shit. Matter of fact, I have missed out on a lot of cat because I'm so private about it. What you do in your bedroom is between you and that other person, or with old girl, you and those 12 other guys, right? When you start putting this shit out on the internet and everybody just yip, sex, we forget that we gave these damn teenagers a fucking iPhone. It's damn near the standard. These boys have access to all types of porn that I used to hope my granddaddy would accidentally leave out his Playboy. And then we wonder why these young kids are acting the way they act. You've already snatched away their innocence. I played that video for y'all where that little girl was like 6 or 7 telling an adult in the room, I'm tired of watching these kids. She's watching a smaller child, younger than herself, and a baby. First thing you hear on the video is, this one's bad, This one's a baby. She's 6 or 7. And then when she grows up and she start fucking, why are we surprised? Why are we surprised that this baby's having babies? She already thinks she grown. She done already raised kids by the time she's 15, 16. And you surprised she pregnant at 17? But again, this is the culture. This our community. This the culture, right? And I know, wokety woke. This isn't black culture, blah, blah. We got to get back to our African roots, this, that, and the third. I get it. In America, this has become our culture. Dysfunction is the norm. Attention is the new currency. Let me slide back over here. Corey Joe says, bingo, I appreciate you, brother.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Sean says, like, share, and subscribe. Yes, please do, please do. Y'all hit that subscribe and like button for me. Blood Crow says, Brother Kofa, there's no fixing this. As black men, we have to create our own communities and leave this one to burn. And you know what, bro? You get this. I'm still holding on to hope.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
But I told the audience before, I was like this, doing chin-ups on that bitch. Now I'm like, and my grip starting to loosen. Because it's, again, the horse is out the barn and has ran down the dirt road. Unfortunately, this is the norm. When we don't see this type of behavior, we think there's something's wrong with that black person. You know how much smoke I used to catch in school because my parents were married? You know how many side eyes and confused faces I see as a 41-year-old man to tell people that my parents are going on 43 years of marriage. They're still married. Let's keep on going. Sean says, I keep it light when speaking on problems with my dude. I don't go into rants or extended venting. I want him to be able to see. Let's see. Blood Crow also says she had consensual sex and got an STD. It happens and life is not fair.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Coop says that's sad. It is. It still is. She like legit got something to deal with now. Again, y'all, anybody that may hear this, not just the chat in here live now, STDs and KIDs are real. Ladies, stop starving yourself of physical attention. I'm not telling you to go out here and get ran through again, not show your cat all open in the mall. I'm not telling you to over-sexualize yourself. Here go wokety woke Kofa. America's gonna do that for you. When they push that shit out on the media, they're already gonna over-sexualize you. And now you've taken the torch, lit another one, and running down the street with 2 of them. You over-sexualize yourself and then want to holler about black men don't protect you. Where are the black men that you've been fucking raw? Gotta give my goddamn self one.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Where are those black men? Y'all are full of shit. Let's keep on going. Blood Crow says, sorry, I have no sympathy for. I don't blame you, bro. I ain't even mad at it. Mona says 100. Sean says, your body is your temple. Better not defile it. The most important person is you. Quit playing dangerous sexual games. Big facts. And I've told women this. I've heard so many women say, oh, my body's my temple. And I ask women, and those women that say that, well, why the fuck wouldn't you get with a dude that would line your walls with hieroglyphics? Some shit that'll, essentially last 1,000 years. Versus a guy that's just going to spray graffiti on your walls. Y'all are choosing guys that spray graffiti on your walls versus the guy that actually want to build something with you. Yeah. Again, like Blood Crow says, can't have no sympathy. Can't feel bad for you. Yep. YOLO. Done heard so much. Black Trucker Mafia in here.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Appreciate you being in here, brother. Corey Joe says, old girl in Jamaica said, on the bamboo, on the bamboo raft and the bag. Yep. Just get a plastic bag if you're going to stick it in. Bitch. A plastic. But guess what? These are the women that we're supposed to date back in the States. Mind our business. Not ask about body count. Not ask about sexual experience. Not try to engage in sexual activity because, God forbid you're a heterosexual man and find this woman attractive and try to court her and play the whole dating and mating game and try to actually get some ass. God forbid. You nasty, you a creep. You giving me creep vibes. I am going to take my ass over here to Jamaica, though. No one says, damn, that's somebody mama. Big facts. Blood Crow said the freest people in America are white women and black women. I think even more so black women, because they do it the full free fuck they want to do. At least white women feel like they might have something to lose a lot of times financially, or even I've seen some straight up rednecks, no teeth in their mouth, loyal as shit to they man. But our sisters, quiet storm in the building.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Says, when I hear the words goddess, diva, boss bitch, princess, queen, I run immediately.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Corey Joe says, the light skin coalition, I'm on the board of blacks. I gotta get a laugh on my goddamn soundboard, man. Y'all are some silly asses, man. Blood Crow says, men overseas are not checking for American black women like that, and I've been in a lot of places. Black women will not have the same outcome as black men going overseas. They won't. They flat out won't. I'm in the military. I've seen it. They'll go over there and get clapped up. And so he done got some black American ass. He got a feather in his cap overseas. And some black women that say that same shit. They talk shit about us, but immediately go fuck with a Puerto Rican dude or a Jamaican dude because he got a nice accent to him. They full of shit, bro. So many are. Again, not all, but I'm a black man, so I got to make sure I say not all. Corey Joe also says, I know you may have forgotten, but hit the like button. Thanks.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Yeah, y'all make sure y'all hit that for me. Let's see. Sean says, my mama always said, let your mind control your ass and not the other way around. Shout out to Mama Sean. Being a person with a high sex drive doesn't mean it's to be sampled by the public. Exactly. Exactly. Grown folk talk in the building.
You go, girl.
What's going on, sis? Sean also says that's great your parents stuck together that long. That's special and a blessing. It is. And for me, that's what I saw growing up, and that's what I wanted. Took my L's, took my bumps, took my bruises, I done loved, lost, and learned. That's why you see the bachelor that you see before you now. And I'm only going to get better, because guess what? I was trying to duplicate what my parents had, but I had to take off them rose-tinted glasses. Again, brothers, for those new in the chat, I have said it before. You can go back and watch the video. For we all have simped and fallen short of the glory of God. Also me. Let's see. Everybody speaking. Boom, boom, boom. All right, we caught up on the comments. So let's go to this next video. I'm going to play this one. I'm going to let it run a little bit. Probably going to stop it because it's like 11 minutes long. But this is from Kendra D. Crimson Cure, for those that don't know. Shout out to sis if she sees this.
You go, girl.
So let's get into this video. Let's see where this starts to actually go to. Now, you see, you started with the mind state of, hey, I have problems. Maybe it's not my attitude. To flat out, I'm going to do what the hell I want to do. Start seeing it sexually. You see what it can lead up to with the sister that contracted a STD, one that she can't get rid of. Yeah, so now we're going to see what's next for black women and how they're losing their minds. This is also a recent story, I think within the last month. But let's go.
Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your host, femininity coach, and author of The Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. Nobody's safe from the violence of Black women. I mean, we get in these stories pretty much every day. I'm going to jump right into it. Let me go ahead and share my screen, and I'm going to read you this article.
I know some of y'all applauded me the other night. I'm gonna pause it real quick. Some of y'all applauded me the other night because the boy can read a little bit. So she's gonna read the article. Again, I like to say when I'm reading or I'm playing a clip of somebody reading an actual article, you can see on the screen it says March 16th. So this was, a month or so ago. But when I'm reading, I'm not insulting anybody's intelligence for the new people coming in. I know people are driving, people are running around with their kids, they're ghost watching, they're cooking, all this stuff. I know your hands are occupied. You may not be staring at my ugly ass, but it's all right. I know you hear my voice, so that's why I'm reading, and Kendra is doing the same. Shout out to sis, but let's go on this article. Listen up. Let's see where this shit goes with black women losing their mind.
Okay, hopefully you can see it. Nursing home workers arrested after being caught beating residents. 2 nursing home workers in Florida have been arrested after police say surveillance footage showed the employees whipping an elderly resident. These are the 2. I mean, just the average hyena. According to the Nursing Home Abuse Justice Organization, nursing home abuse affects thousands of families every year. In 2020 alone, over 15,000 complaints filed with the Nursing Home Ombudsman were about abuse or neglect. The Pinellas County Sheriff's Office Sergeant Amanda Cini issued a press release on Tuesday about the incident. The employees, 21-year-old Rosa Edwards and 29-year-old Anisha Hall, have been arrested and charged with 2 counts of battery on a person 65 years of age or older. The pair have also been suspended from work pending official termination. The alleged incident between the 2 suspects and an elderly resident took place on March the 12th at the Inspired Living at Ivy Ridge Assisted Living Facility located at 7179 40th Avenue North in unincorporated St. Petersburg. Surveillance footage showed the 2 women allegedly whipping an elderly male resident with a lanyard and laughing, which resulted in a further altercation. They would be beating a man. At the time, the elderly resident was pushing a female resident in her wheelchair. Edwards and Hall proceeded to grab the male resident and take him to the ground as he continued to hold on to the wheelchair, causing it to fall sideways with the female resident in it. Both Edwards and Hall then ran away from the area of the incident and out of view of the camera, leaving both elderly residents laying on the ground. According to deputies, Hall and Edwards reported the incident to their co-worker. However, they stated that the male resident battered the female resident and they were not involved. Deputies located Hall and Edwards, and while Edwards was interviewed, she admitted to using excessive force when dealing with the incident and stated that they should have handled it differently. Neither resident involved in the incident sustained any injuries. In 2018, National Center for Victims of Crime report states that people living in nursing homes are vulnerable to various forms of abuse by staff and other residents alike. Of those abused, 29% experienced physical abuse, 22% resident-on-resident abuse, physical or sexual, 21% psychological, 14% gross neglect, 7% sexual, and another 7% experienced financial exploitation. To caveat this date, the charity added, like all other crimes, though, not every case of nursing home abuse gets reported, and researchers are trying to determine exact figures. This is further complicated because some seniors may be unwilling or unable to report their experiences. We're going to stop sharing. The reason why I wanted to point this out is because Black women are on a tear, and they've been on this tear for quite some time. The violence level of Black women has long been ignored and therefore accepted by silence.
I'm gonna pause it there. What did I say? It's been going on so long, it has been ingrained, particularly in the Black community, with Black men. I know you've heard other brothers say, oh, that's just our women. That's just what they do. That's just Black women. Bro, it ain't even that serious. So we push off abuse. If they'll do that shit in the community, when they get outside to the greater world, they don't have no care. They're at work, literally at a job with elderly people that they're supposed to be caring for and have abused them because that's the norm. It's a game. It's just fun to them. It wasn't that serious. I think I played a clip the other night when the sister had did something. I can't even remember what damn video it was. And she finally admitted, she never would admit that it was as bad as it seemed. Up here, we want to talk about anxiety and depression and why black men need to give them a pass and give them grace and understand. When shit is disconnected up here, you can do whatever the full free fuck you want and then holler mental health. And unfortunately, in our community, our black women and fuck niggas are the ones that get it. Most of the time, black women across the board will get that shit, right? Because something is off with her. Even when they get punished, right? It's still, well, you got to understand how she grew up. Somebody touched her, this, that, and the third. A fuck nigga the same. He didn't have the best mama. Solid ass brothers that have a moment where we break. That's all anybody remembers. Whether he breaks down and cries or he flies off the fucking handle, flips a couple of tables over, punches a hole in the wall. Didn't hurt anybody. Didn't physically harm anyone. But then he's labeled as being angry and crazy. But anyway, I'm going to let Kendra keep on cooking.
Ignoring the violent tendencies of a lot of these hyenas out here has emboldened them to be more and more violent. See, they did what they did, and then when the story says they ran off camera, they was running and laughing and giggling. They thought that was funny. They thought it was funny to beat on an elderly man, unable to defend himself, who knows what the state of his mental state is and things of that nature, or even if he knew what was really happening to him. We don't know his state. But what we do know is that he's elderly. He's living in a nursing home. That means he needs help. He needs assistance in his living. And instead of going into these professions to help, they actually go into these professions in order to exert control, in order to abuse, in order to take out frustration on those who are unable to retaliate. So they'll go to schools and they will go to daycares and like beat on kids.
Exactly where I was getting ready to go. Hold on. Kendra gets this.
You go, girl.
Places where people cannot fight back, they will go. Exactly what she just said. A nursing home, school, daycare. Especially watch them when they're around smaller children that really can't speak yet. It's been other mothers, parents in general, that have found marks on their children from the woman just pinching the child till they cry. And then come to find out it's been going on for a while. And all the time when you see these damn videos of people having to hide a camera in there to make sure the babysitter don't steal, they find out the babysitter in there fucking their kids up. Then pushed them off the couch, tired, threw them up against something, ignored them while they were crying, didn't feed them. Again, that need for control, that part of the sign language, that need to be right. I'm justified in this because somebody did it to me. Notice all the times when women are going back and forth with men, they always say, well, you a man, you can deal with it. I had to deal with it. Hurt people hurt people. They try to find a way to justify the abuse that they're giving out. I'm going to let Kendra keep on cooking.
And especially children that are too small to tell it. Or they will go into nursing. They will go into nursing homes. They'll go into these professions where you would think that you went into that profession because you wanted to be nurturing, but not really, because you don't have a nurturing spirit. You went into the profession because it was easy money. It was something simple that you could do. But you're so mean-spirited. You're so much on demon time that you're also looking for a place to let out your aggression, to let out your violence in a way that you perceive doesn't have any consequences or much consequences. Now, you are working in an assisted living, a nursing home. You know that there are cameras in the common area. At minimum, there are cameras in the common areas. There are cameras in the halls and things of that nature. At minimum. So why did you think that it was okay to run up on an elderly man, whip him with some type of lanyard, some type of string or whatever it is that you had in your hand, take him down to the ground, so you really getting at him? He was trying to hold on to the wheelchair because he's pushing another a person who lives there, another resident, in her wheelchair. They both topple over. And then once that happens, like two little bully kids on a playground, y'all run and snicker and run. I mean, y'all are like 10 years old in the mind. Like, y'all have...
What have we said constantly, gentlemen? How many black women never mature past the age of 14? It's a game. A lot of this stuff is a game to them. It's a joke. It's fun. I was just playing. I didn't mean it. I didn't think it was that serious. On and on and on. How many times have we heard this from adults? Now, people are going to, again, one is 19, the other one's 21. They're going to try to use that they're young, I was young excuse, and insert that into something that was intentionally done to somebody that couldn't protect themselves. But it's so many black men that get labeled as abusive and oppressive because of a handful of guys, right? And then when a man does step in to try to protect somebody or say something about it, I don't need you. I'm a grown ass woman. I can handle it myself. When we're hands off, it's an issue. And then they go out there and do shit like this. Even with them getting arrested, it wasn't no immediate firing. Let it have been a man, immediately fired, plus the arrest. I'm really surprised they even arrested him if one didn't admit it. I'm gonna let Kendra finish up.
You all have not progressed beyond a 10, 11, or 12-year-old in school that was bullying kids at recess. This is what these hyenas are doing. Y'all are supposed to be grown women. You go to work, you get your paycheck, but this is what you do. This is what you find to do when you're bored at work instead of doing your job. Instead of seeing to them, instead of seeing to these people, you went and got a job that meant that you were supposed to be nurturing people. Nursing jobs, no matter how low or high you are on the nursing totem pole, because we know that.
I don't date nurses anymore. Nothing against them. We need them. Shout out to them sisters. A lot of nurses are very fucking controlling. I know we've said that about lawyers and doctors because they have those degrees. They have that level of... Pay attention to the nurses, you know. Pay attention when they don't get their way. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, they turn into a straight up beast or start whining. Because they're used to being in control. Because guess what? You're interacting with the nurse more than you're interacting with the doctor. You got to go through her to talk to the doctor a lot of times. So women in that profession could be very fucking controlling. After my second, third nurse, because so many women are going into nursing, so many black women going into nursing, and this goes right back to it. Are black women losing their mind? Are you only going in there? Like Kendra just said, you don't have even a nurturing spirit. Why are you going into that profession? It's for the fucking control.
There's levels to nursing, right? So you got the little nursing assistants, you got the little CNAs and stuff like that. And then you have like RNs and things of that nature. Take more education in order to become that. And you would think that you would get into these professions because you care. These are professions that require a lot of patience on your part. When you're dealing with people that aren't very mobile, that may not have all of their faculties, whether those faculties are mental or physical, and they are dependent on you to assist them in what we take for granted as basic day-to-day things, that takes a lot of patience. And it really takes good character to deal with these people, because it can be tiring. Taking care of sick people tests you. It's not easy to take care of sick people. because they need help in ways that people who aren't sick take for granted. And then they constantly need that help. It's not 1 or 2 times. It depending on what's going on, these people need that help consistently.
I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video, bring it back on me. So I told y'all earlier, but y'all see the timeline I'm walking, right? Mentally, I need grace. But I'm gonna turn around and do what the fuck I wanna goddamn do. Doing what I wanna do, sexual stuff. Oh shit, I call HIV. It's not my fault. No level of accountability. Then it turns into physical violence. So it goes from verbally, I got a nasty ass attitude, I'm gonna do what the hell I want, to self-sexual abuse, them throwing themselves around and then calling themselves goddesses and being sexually liberated until some shit goes left. HIV, I don't deserve this, but I'm out here loose as a goose. To physical violence, because look what the world did to me. Hurt people. So I'm gonna find somebody weaker than me. This is why I say it's hard being a good black man, a solid black man, because that's what we're ingrained and put in us to be as we grow up. And then when we reach that pinnacle as an adult black male, it's taken for granted and it's used. And we're usually thrown to the side. But to the brothers out there listening, I want to tell you that's actually a fucking positive. Once again, if your ass is taking care of everybody else, been that solid ass brother, you can work miracles for yourself, bro. Don't let nobody call you no broke dusty and all that shit because you only make a certain amount or you don't make a certain amount and you're regular giving money and time and effort to other people, namely women, namely them and their bastard children. If you can do that for somebody else, you can goddamn sure do that shit for yourself. And I'm begging you to please do so. Stop giving everything a goddamn way, bro. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You can't. You got to have something for you, and you need to save the majority for you, not the last little bit. One last video coming up, but full disclosure, bouncing from Kendra's video, my story that's coming up next month, it's about a nurse. But we gonna dig in that motherfucker. It's about a nurse. But let me hit you with this one more good time.
Wait, it gets worse.
Because we getting ready to close out. You see there's a level of violence of, hey, I'm going to hurt somebody. Check this crazy ass shit out. And the reason why you see these different clips from different spaces, but this is all pretty relatively new. There is a uptick, my personal opinion right now. Got to go do the research. There is an uptick in violence with black women. Remember the video? I couldn't show it here. Remember the video got released like sometime last year where the sister in New York walked up to another woman and shot her in the back of the head like twice in the middle of the street, in the middle of a crowded street? I think they found her down in Florida. Remember the woman that lost her own goddamn kids and then blamed the airline workers and started knocking over shit and breaking computers, talking about find my churn? More hood booger behavior?
There is powerful niggardry at work here.
How many times have we seen that? We keep seeing these clips of black women just being inherently violent. And I had posted something on Facebook the other day. I'm gonna be on y'all neck this summer because I was watching Snapped. And if you never watched the show Snapped, the majority of those stories, about 90-some% of those stories, are all about women flipping the fuck out. This one in particular pissed me off because this chick was with this dude. He basically got tired of her crazy ass behavior, was getting ready to leave her. She shot him in the chest. Red-rummed him. Deleted him. Because he was getting ready to leave because he was tired of her shit. She got 6 years, y'all. 6. That's it. Lied through the whole investigation. All that shit. So when people are asking me, Kofa, why are you always talking about black women? Bitch, it's a fucking reason. It's a fucking reason. This shit is actually happening. We're watching it happen. Black women are doing this shit. I'm not making shit up. We got it on fucking tape. You hear it coming out of their own goddamn mouth with a smile, with a smirk, with apathy, and don't care. And people are fine with it. Because guess what? You're more worried about my goddamn words. I say it all the time. More than an actual actionable item that I can see. Videotape. Social media posts. Verbally hearing it from women. We're watching this shit take place in action, y'all. Somebody mentioned earlier the sister down in Jamaica talking about get a plastic bag if the little bamboo boy rubbing on her wanted to put it in. Crazy ass sexual behavior. Crazy ass violent behavior. Another video I had played here, this lady arguing with this man in the airport again, slaps him in the face. Shout out to Theo. I think he played the old video from the bus driver like back in 2013. You going to jail now? Y'all remember that shit? And then everybody was saying how wrong that old black man was because he hit her with a hard yukin. Everybody mad at him until it came out that she not only slapped him in the back of the head, she spit on him. But it's acceptable, right? Because you should never put your hands on a woman. I got too many personal stories. My own. I told y'all here how I almost Gervonta Davis and Tory Lanez myself. Go find it on my page. I think it was around November if you got to do some digging. I did 2 videos on that. Could have been gone. But guess what? That's part of the story I got to share with y'all next month. But again, let me pivot over here to this last video because I like to build this shit up and give you the timeline. But first, I'm going to get to the comments. Then we're going to close out with this last video. KP from KC back in here.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Look, I know some through thicker than gumbo. I swear to God, thicker than cold grits. A lot of them bitches controlling and batshit fucking crazy. Stay tuned for next month. Grown Folks Talk says, I remember that. I think you're talking about the lady tearing up the airport. Or no, the sister that red rum, the other one. I think they found her down there in Florida again. Quiet Storm says 6 years. What the actual fuck? Shot him in the chest. I watched it last week and I'm like, okay, they finally got her ass. Cool. Black woman killed a black man. Point blank. He packing his shit, getting ready to leave. Boom. Hit in the chest. Gone. She found a way to lie. I forgot what stupid ass lie she told. I just been stuck on. She got 6 years. Logic and Reason says 100 man snapped is some other shit. These women are nuts.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Let me go ahead and slide over here to this last video. Y'all ain't gonna believe this one.
But wait, it gets worse.
You believe him? Do you think he really was a snitch?
Oops, if he wasn't. He's white trash. Somebody had to take it out. That's it.
What did you do that you would consider
what I say they blame it on?
torture?
Ripped his teeth out. That's my favorite.
How'd you do that?
With some needle nose pliers. Kind of rip, you know.
So it was your pleasure when you committed this murder?
See, that's kind of up. I'm thinking, I don't know what my lawyer would say if I answered that straight out. Hold on, yes. Yes, it was. But, yeah, it's pretty rewarding work. It's great for the soul.
What were you trying to get at him?
He thought it was funny that the people he had snitched on would never get out of prison, so I wanted him to know how funny it was that they didn't need to.
Is it hard to chop up a human body?
Nah, not really. You'd be amazed. It's quite simple, actually. You should try it. It's only a felony 6. Knock it down to a misdemeanor. Dismemberment it's a really low charge. Chomos are definitely beyond any doubt the worst and most vile creatures on the planet. Yes, snitches then would come in second, and cops would be third. Yeah.
How about people who murder other people?
What about them?
Where do they fall?
In where?
In your hierarchy.
Of badness? They don't. You want to
Yeah. You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
Something is wrong here. Dead giveaway. Dead giveaway.
Charles, thank you very much.
Dead giveaway.
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
Stop it. Get some help.
Sean still in here? Yep, you see Crazy Indeed, right? I see, Sean. That's why I kept hitting that, but wait, it gets worse. Because it did. As sexually liberated, crazy as these broads are, as crazy as the idea is of, hey, I have, these things going on that I want you to pay attention to, but I don't want you to help me for real. To, I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want to do. This is why I played that video last. I told y'all I like timelines. That whole I'm gonna do whatever I want, that's what that leads up to. That's what that leads up to. Don't believe me? Stay tuned for my story next month. Definitely got to put some work in on that. You heard what she said. The guy asked her point blank, is it hard to dismember a human body? No. What did I just say? They ass think this shit is funny. And there's so many sisters that think it. Think about how many sisters move and operate like this. Think about how many sisters have set men up to be robbed and gotten away with it. Brothers, I know we always talk about vetting in this red pill manosphere, men-centric space, but vet, then vet some more. And be ready to pack up and fucking leave. This is why I keep talking about the men. You matter, you're not crazy. It's me telling you, you know when something wrong. Leave. Be in a position where you can leave. Don't be one of these guys that has to sleep in this woman's house or you move in with her. And even if shit goes left, guess what? She put you out. You homeless because your ass can't afford to go live at no goddamn extended stay. Or your credit's so fucked up, you can't get an apartment by yourself. Solidify yourself, brothers. Remember, yesterday I played that video of Kobe and Mike and how to simplify your game. The older we get, learn that fadeaway. You're not young no more. You're not going to be able to dunk and look fly and, the equivalent dressing fly, talking the shit, all that dumbass shit that don't fucking matter because a dunk is just 2 points. Learn that motherfucking fadeaway. Get better as you get older, bro. Get colder at your game because you got this. Because you see a lot of our women are indeed losing their fucking minds. Let me get over here to the comment. Sean's Grown Folks Talk says, I saw this. She was cold-hearted. And this is the thing. So she killed a white dude that I think they was doing drugs or whatever. Supposedly that snitched. The man never snitched. The police don't have no record of him being no informant. None of that shit. She just decided that. First thing she said, he was white trash. Somebody had to take it out. What did I tell y'all? That's why I paused the video. Find the nearest black man or the idea of white supremacy. And so many people are so wokety woke because she killed a white man, she did all of us a favor. Well, I ain't tripping over that. That's just a white man. If she'll kill a white man without thinking about it, what the fuck you think she gonna do to your black ass if she get mad? And justify it, knowing that America isn't gonna care. I told y'all the system love getting 2 niggas for the price of 1. 1 in the ground, 1 behind the wall. Love it. Been making money off of it for years. And here we have this crazy ass broad sitting up here talking about the dismemberment of a body isn't hard and it's not that damn bad because guess what? It's a class 6 felony. It's really, really low on the totem pole. Going down her list of hierarchy of badness, as she calls it. Child molesters, snitches, cops, murderers don't make the damn list. Didn't blink an eye. Laughed about it, smirked. So when people are telling me, Kofa, you crazy, you be so harsh on these women. Like I told my homegirls, stop fucking giving me ammo. That's my way of saying change the behavior. But so many sisters won't, because I want to do what I want to do. Not saying any of those other sisters would do any of that, but this is what this shit can lead up to. Because it makes sense in their lady brain. Oh, I got away with that. I'm going to push the envelope. I got away with that. I'm going to push it a little bit more. Oops. Same thing from the video. What if he was a snitch? Oops, if he wasn't. Back to the comments. Sean says, crazy indeed. You see why I kept hitting that onyx, didn't you, Sean? JB says, psycho and should get the needle. I need to go back and reread that article. I didn't feel like reading tonight, so I didn't bring it up. But might go back and revisit that one and see what was her sentence. Crazy ass. Cardi B.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease.
And I got something on that because I got to talk about, I don't got to talk about it, but I want to be a little bit messy. So I'm going to talk about the whole Freddie Gibbs situation, but it's the reason why I'm doing that shit. And that one's not specifically for the brothers, but brothers, start showing grace to other brothers. Don't go to talking shit. Kofa don't like that shit. Figure out what's going on with that man. Because usually when brothers fold or go into some damn type of pressure, it's a reason. I ain't talking about support the fuck ass niggas that's out here burning down the community with their stupid ass, hood ass actions. I'm talking about brothers that are really going through something. Be there for him. Or some crazy ass situation happen out here in the streets, even if he's a street dude and he wasn't in the wrong, try to support that brother. Let me keep going. Blood Crow says, shout out to Cardi B. Blood Crow like I'm thick. Between the nurses and Cardi. Let's see. Sean says, wow, the state of black women is at an all-time place of chaos and destruction.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease.
Told you, so many black women just enjoy chaos. They just enjoy it. See how much shit they can tear the fuck up. You know why? Because women are not hardwired to fix shit. They're hardwired to complain and let somebody else do it. I don't give a fuck how much they talk about they independent. Half the women I know that got all this shit in their house and have all this money, majority of them, half of that shit came from a fucking divorce. From the damn money to the furniture. Quiet Storm says, every threat I hear from the black woman, I believe them 100%. My combat self-defense training automatically kicks in.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease.
What was the little white girl that deleted her boyfriend some years ago? Had cut his throat in the shower. But I forgot her little name. Was in there with the glasses. Looked so innocent. And people swore she couldn't have done that. All the evidence showed that she did. And then I think she tried to cut that dude up. Now I know we're going to see stories on the news of some crazy ass guy did this to that woman and this, that, and the third. We keep overlooking how many women are getting away with it because people aren't even looking for women. So imagine that. If you're not looking for something, it's not even on your radar. How many women are flying up under the radar getting away with this shit? Leave y'all with one stat. Not even the numbers of it. But parents, more mothers delete their children than fathers. Guess which gender of the child gets deleted the most? The boys. I showed those numbers a while ago, I think it was. I might have been on somebody else's live. So I'll go back and pull them. Because, you know, I like to have receipts. But me as a black man, the brothers in the chat, those ghost watching, salute to everybody. We also got invoices. Some of this shit, yes, you do owe black men. Those of us have put ourselves in a dangerous situation trying to protect you, but this is what the fuck we get. This is what we're supposed to protect because you throw on some eyelashes and your ass might poke out a little bit. Most of y'all ain't even fucking worth it. And guess what? The women that are worth it aren't offended by anything that comes out of my mouth. Because she knows she don't move like these dizzy bird brain assholes. But I gotta talk about them because guess what? We get told as black men on such a regular goddamn basis that Just by sheer numbers, yes, technically there's more good women out there, but I believe there's more bad women than good women. Women outnumber us. So there are more good women than good black men just by sheer numbers. It's a mute point. And the reason why I say there's more bad women, we get taught that damn near all of them are fucking good. It takes something extreme for us to even stop, take a pause, and look at what the hell is going on. But how many of those good women like bad guys? Ain't that how the saying go? Good girls like bad guys. So you got all these good women that are flocking behind a handful of men. Then those handful of men make them crazy, their excuse. Then they go do that shit to some brother that didn't deserve that shit. He just supposed to eat it. And unfortunately, as a community, we tell them to do the damn same. I'm sick of that shit. Not in the house of Kofa. We ain't rolling like this. I want brothers to be better. Again, whatever title you hold as a man, you got to be a better man because you take you wherever you go. That includes when you leave that crazy ass bitch. Trust me, I got a story to tell. Salty Fighter Biker in here.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Appreciate everybody coming in here for the Kofa Talk on this Friday evening. I hope you enjoy your weekend. Y'all please be safe. If you're around somebody that don't know what the hell they doing with a firearm, leave. Don't be busting shots in the air. That bullet has to come down somewhere. If you're using fireworks, be safe. Just be safe. Keep a look over your shoulder. These kids are out of school. Some of them have already started skipping the last week or two. You don't know how somebody else raised their kids. These kids might act a goddamn fool. We don't fucking know. I want you to be safe. I want to see y'all back in here tomorrow night. I'm going to probably cook again at 7. Not sure again what I'm going to be talking about. I might be with Broken Traditions. I got to hit him up in a second. But I thank everybody for being in here. Please chew on this information that I shared tonight. Hopefully something I said you learned something from. It registered with you. You know you got a safe space over here as a man. I done broke down on this camera before and cried when I had to bury somebody some months ago. So this is an open space. And again, I talk this shit because 1, it's helping me. 2, I know it's helping somebody else. And 3, you can't whoop my ass like you probably think you can. So I'm going to keep on cooking on here. Appreciate everybody coming in here. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. If you're a new viewer, if I have to earn your subscription once again, that's fine. I understand, but you might as well go ahead and hit subscribe because the work and the smoke is going to keep coming. I'm going to keep doing the work, so you might as well go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit the like button. As I always say, take your shoes off when you come in my house. Hit that like button on your way out. Again, be safe this weekend. Real talk, summer's here. Things start to get a little bit crazy. Even the cops start acting a damn fool. That's why we have what we have going on up in New York with the protests. Brother got choked out for 15 minutes. Not gonna go down that path tonight. Be safe. As always, brothers, remember, you matter. You're not crazy. Make better choices. Peace. Salute, Team Peterson. Peace, y'all.